my vloggers, welcome back. My name is Patti Boulaye. I am the vlogging grandmother. Now, I want to talk about women's weaknesses. I have talked in 2 vlogs about women's strengths, and I've spoken in this one about men's strengths. Now I want to speak about women's weaknesses, and I want to go through it quickly, women. I'm going to put just our weaknesses up there so you can read it. Defining self. We're very bad at defining ourselves, especially in modern times. We're looking at models and trying to look like models. We're looking at thin women and want to be thin. We're looking at women who are kind of big and we condemn. We don't know how to define ourselves. We're good at looking outside. Selfishness. I covered that earlier. Very selfish. Women can be extremely selfish. Modern women, you know, are selfish because motherhood is selfless. But these days it's selfish. Starts with thinking your baby is some kind of poodle or some kind of latest handbag and treat it like that. Is so sad to see, because there's nothing selfless about that. Putting your baby in a designer wear, you should be showing love what your baby is wearing. If you can, you should be able to. That's a weakness. Imitation. Oh, you degrade yourself by imitating other people. In every single one of us, we're beautifully made. Look at me. I'm a piece of engineering. Incredible piece of engineering. I don't want to be like you. I don't care who you are. I don't care how beautiful you think you are or how beautiful other people think you are. I am me, and I am beautiful because you know what? God never made anything ugly. So it's a weakness when you condemn other people. Another weakness, lack of confidence. Oh boy. I don't know. We fought for what? Feminism, and then we lack confidence. We lack confidence, but we're pulling everybody down. We're pulling the men down. We're pulling other women down. We're pulling everything down because we feel like this. If you feel confident, you don't have to pull anyone down. Self-respect. Oh boy, self-respect. That's a topic that is, it's incredible. So I'm sorry to be so cutting about this, but you know what? I'm a realist. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everything is hunky-dory. No, we don't do everything right. Self-respect. Our girls have permanent open legs. The fact that you can't even, do you know, the last time I heard the word prostitute, it's years ago. They're out of, we put them out of business. Our daughters have put prostitutes out of business. That means we have absolutely no self-respect. The only thing that we have that we can treasure, we have trashed. How can any man respect a woman who's a good time had by all? It would be very difficult. You know, it's like him going hunting and coming back and saying, oh, look what I've killed. It's a duck. Because that's what the woman becomes. You go from being a lioness to being a duck. Don't get me started with that. Oh, and gullible. Very gullible. Women should not be gullible. You should be stronger than that. Women should never be, you know, you should play hard to get. And your instinct is so sharp. But somehow you have lost it because you are educated. And if it's not written in a book, you don't think it exists or you don't think it's right. That is not right. You know, because your instinct, it should be sharp. Every woman has such sharp instincts. That makes you not so gullible. Mastering others. Well, you know, we try to master others. You know, I want to empower other people. I haven't empowered myself. Mastering others gives you strength. Mastering yourself, that's real power. Yeah, mastering oneself is real power. So the weakness is trying to master everyone and empower everybody else, but you haven't mastered yourself. Envy, small-minded, that's what we are. Self-doubt, we're full of self-doubt. Quick to condemn. We approach, oh my goodness, our approach is totally wrong now. Because we're sexy, not sensual. A woman should be sensual. To me, sensual is better than sexy. Sexy is forced. Sensual is what you are. An undulating rhythm. Not forced and artificial, which sexy is. Easily led. Easily led. Easily led. So many women. I met a woman, at a party last week. And her one regret was that she didn't have children. And she said she wanted to speak to other women to say to them, this thing about being free has a very high price to pay. It's too late now for her to have children. And she regrets it. Apparently, she got pregnant I don't know how many times. And the man didn't want it. She aborted the baby. Can you imagine? I'm pregnant and you don't want it. You're gone. You're out of here. You understand? I'm pregnant. This is part of me. You're out of here. That's my approach. Yours might be different. Some women are easily led. Other women tell you that you have a choice. You have a choice. Oh, we all have a choice. Keep your legs together until you're ready to be a mother and have a baby. Don't go killing another human being, somebody else's soulmate. As soon as the spirit comes into you and you're pregnant, that's a life. And it's actually, that life is for someone else, somebody else's soulmate. That's why there's so many lonely women around and lonely men sometimes, because they're soulmates. We're not even given a chance many years ago. Not taking advice. Oh, yoy. I don't know what it is. My prayer for young girls is that God has not closed your mind for whatever you have done, because you will not take advice of people older than you. It is stupid to take advice from someone your own age, because they haven't lived. They haven't lived. They haven't done anything. They are at the same level as you. You want to take advice from somebody who has lived, made mistakes, come back, made mistakes, corrected it, faced it, and dealt with it, and has survived it. That's who you want advice from. To think you know everything, my dear girls, you're going to regret it later. Take it from grandmother. You're going to regret it later. Seriously, when you're lonely and old you will get. But you want to be like me. When you get old, I am old, take a good look at me. Somebody said to me, if you're an example of being old, then, that's where I want to go. And I hope they're right. I pray to God that they are right. Thank you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will speak to you next time. Be good, be safe, and God bless. Bye.
Where'd you go?